Okay, happy Wednesday to you all. Chatting back and forth on the message forum, and here I am, talking about different things and soaps and such like that and all. So I've been trying to strike gold soaps, and the 2 tries that I've had have been a little bit underwhelming, I should say. So last night's shave left me with a little bit of irritation. So now I'm going to test my theory about whether or not it's the soap or whether it was the razor. So back up on deck is the Charles Coates Chesapeake razor. And but tonight's shave is going to be with the Sudsy Soapery Cola soap. And it has Rasool clay in it, which I'm assuming adds slickness to it and all. If you like the smell of Coca-Cola, you'll like this soap. For those of you that don't like the gourmand scents, well, it's probably not going to be your cup of tea. It's a single scent, but very good soap. Soft, cream-like consistency. You can scoop it out with your finger and then put a little bit of eyeball lather. If you face lather, well, then you wouldn't want to do that, I guess. And using the old razor rock. So, without further ado, had another good day blacktopping with the boys. Went a little bit smoother. We got done a little bit quicker. The rookies are getting a little bit better on the paver and all, but yeah, they did booger up one of my mounting brackets for my salt box. I only used it twice this year, but the bracket bolts to the side of the truck body, and they forgot to put one of the wings fully out. Had me back up and dump, and that caught on my bracket and bent my bracket, so I had to do a little bit of unbolt the bracket and do a little bit of beating with a 8-pound sledgehammer. Get that straightened back out. No harm, no foul, basically, but a little bit of an annoyance. These things happen when you drive dump trucks. Bad things can happen rather quickly. And so this wasn't too bad though. No big deal. So once again with the Charles Coates, and we shall see if this soap has no irritation. So steady as she goes once again with the dog and the missus. He's pretty much back to where he was before all the shenanigans. And the wife's getting around. Pretty much even without crutches when she doesn't want to. Or with the crutch, she just uses one crutch and the walking boot kind of thing. Doing pretty good. But you know, steady as she goes. It's not he's not going to be going on hikes or dancing anytime soon. So some really awesome videos I watched today while I had a little bit of downtime from Major Rich. Enjoyed that one. Almost made me want to go out and get one of them Schick injectors there, Rich. And then watched some of Nurse Dave's videos. The new digs looks pretty good for Dave. I'm glad everything's working out for him. Hopefully it all keeps working out well. And I got to watch my buddy Dave in Kentucky. Apparently his day was hopefully going to be busy, but then wound up not being busy. So he made the best of it. So, all in all, positive news pretty much everywhere I looked, except for, you know, on the news. And that's getting beat to death. Wound up needing to go to Target today to get one of the wives' prescriptions refilled. And it wasn't actually that busy. I think the initial wave of panic has hit and gone. In my county, Harford County, where it says Harford County, there's only 3 reported cases. So if as long as we don't have any issues, I'm gonna re-wet this a little bit. Dabbing, I'm letting it dry out, slowing me down. As long as we don't have anybody do anything stupid, steady as she goes with that, hopefully we'll stay down in the very low numbers. We'll avoid any zombie apocalypse. Ran into a co-worker that I don't normally see. He works in another district. We're divided into 4 districts in the county, and he works up in the northwest corner of the county in that district, which is 4th district. And I'm in 2nd district, which of course is 2nd district, second to none, because I'm there. And he was proceeding to tell me about all his preparations for what else going on. Mostly included stocking up on ammunition and all this, you know, Billy Badass kind of stuff. So I had a guy named Henry Winkowski I was in the service with, and he was in the Rangers during Vietnam, did 2.5 tours. The reason why he only had 2.5 was he was a Ranger, and he taught the South Vietnamese Army Rangers. He was an instructor. And then when they graduated, they had the good fortune of, well, you got graduated with the school, now you get done with the school, and you get to go out and you actually see what real combat's like. And we go out with you and help make sure you don't do anything stupid. And so he's out with his newly minted graduated class of South Vietnamese Rangers. And they had an ambush on a canal, and everything was going fine. A couple sampans come down through after curfew, you know, after dark, and they set off the claymores, and everyone was supposed to throw 1 grenade over the canal bank, and he counted the explosions, and then when he peeked up over the edge of the bank to see what was going on, a extra grenade that one of them decided to throw went off, and blew out his front teeth and drove them into the back of his neck, and he almost died there on the side of a canal in Vietnam. So that shortened his third tour. So this is the kind of guy that you get a chance to talk to and take advice from. I count myself lucky to take advice from and all. And he always counseled that you steered clear of the guys that bragged the most, because they were the ones that were going to get you killed or worse. Well, there's nothing worse than getting killed. Getting really messed up or worse, killed and all. So I always kind of took that to heart, and I think about it. So, and then I also, when I'm not being sarcastic and self-deprecating, I try not to brag. I mean, I know my strengths and weaknesses, and I try to stay within my lane. But old Henry Rinkowski was good people and all. So my buddy talking about, you know, how he's going to do this and that and all that stuff, I think to myself, yeah, right, that ain't going to happen. So we'll see. Really do enjoy this soap, the scent and the performance. So once again, Target, no toilet paper. This is the TP apocalypse. I don't know about the virus apocalypse, but who'd have thunk it? So, but I remember hearing stories, and like my grandparents and all, talking about living through the Depression and everything. And up on my great-grandfather's farm, the outhouse was still there. Now they had a regular bathroom, but my grandfather, I mean, he was born in 1927, and he remembered up there living on the farm, growing up with him and his three brothers and my great-grandparents. He remembered when they got electric put in the house. He remembered when they got running water put in the house. And he remembered using old catalogs and magazines, and even corn cobs to clean up after the business. So I wish he was alive still, and so he could laugh at all these people and how much of pansies they are. So, I mean, like I said, talking about a guy that volunteered for the Army during World War II, lived through the Depression, grew up on a farm, worked hard all of his life, and here these people are, you know, it's the end of the world, and they're hoarding toilet paper and hand sanitizer. I think he would get a kick out of that. So, don't do anything you would be embarrassed about years from now. Just keep your wits about you. Okay. So do my little cleanup on the corners of my mustache there. And we'll see. We'll see what it feels like when I slap the aftershave on. So, but I do like the Strike Gold scents, and the scent strength's about average, medium, I would say. So, and we even had a little mini discussion in my journal about, you know, what to do with the samples and all that stuff, and making clown puke and everything. I've never done that. I've thought about it. I have combined one soap with another soap to help ones or the other out with the performance, and I may do that. I have here in my my SWK lid or soap holder. They have a soap holder that you get that matches the scuttle, and this is Tayback, but it's Tayback that I left out opened to really air out, so it's basically almost scentless. So this is my homemade unscented soap. So anytime I have a soap that maybe is a little bit lacking in the slickness or protection part, I'll go ahead and preload the brush with a little bit of that, and then I'll then add the soap that has the scent that I really like, and I get the best of both worlds. So I don't have to waste the soap or use it for bath soap to get rid of it. Here lately, I've PIF'd some things. I PIF'd that one Khalifa soap, sent it on to a new home, which they're happy to have, and also that's another way to do it, where you know, one person's trash is another person's treasure. Not that soap is trash, but you know what I mean. And so let's see. Oh god, now I can't even remember what soap or what aftershave I used. I think it was 4711, right? Okay. Memory serves, I used 4711. Let me see here, because Nixon was kind of citrusy, and so was, yeah, and 4711 as well. So I thought they would kind of go together. But Coca-Cola, the cola flavor really could go with anything, but this is still kind of sweet. But I'll use everything the same, so it's apples to apples. Well, now, to be honest, I'm getting a little bit of warmth, not as much as yesterday. So it could be the razor, because the razor does feel like it's not cutting as clean as it usually does. So maybe it's the razor. That one might need a little touching up. So back to the old Arky for that one, and all. So the jury is once again still out on the Strike Gold soap. So maybe I'll get out one of my favorite Raleighs with a known really good edge, and try out the last flavor. I like the Teddy scent of the Strike Gold. Really does smell good. That's the one I like the best out of all of them. I can't remember the scents that are in it. It kind of is a woody, tobacco-y kind of smell to my nose. So I've got here, I am at 20 minutes rambling on about soaps and all that stuff. So also note, this is the hidden thing. To my conspirator, things are moving forward. I shall be in touch. All y'all else, you're all in the dark, and you're supposed to be. And to my conspirator, remember, like they say in Baltimore. Baltimore's a badass town. They just had 7 people got shot. Snitches get stitches. So just remember that. Take it easy, guys.